On February 10th, 2025, the quiet town of Wyoming was rocked by a tragedy that no one saw coming. A mother, in the midst of a manic episode, took the lives of her 4 daughters before turning the gun on herself. What unfolded inside that home left more questions than answers. This is Strawberry Ink, and today we're talking about the heartbreaking story of the Traniel Harshman and her children. Traniel Harshman, 32 years old, lived a life split between two worlds. Her 2 oldest daughters, Braylee Blackmer and Olivia Blackmer, split their time between her home in Wyoming and their father Quinn's home in Utah. The girls were just 9 and 7 years old. They had been living with the instability of rotating between 2 states for years, but there was no indication that their mother's mental state would spiral into something deadly. Alongside Braylee and Olivia were Traniel's twin half-sisters, 2-year-olds, Brooke and Jordan. They were different girls. They were red-headed, spent most of their time at home or exploring nature, either by hiking or having a campfire. They barely wore socks or used the internet. In a manic episode, Traniel Harshman snapped. In a fit of rage, she shot her 4 daughters, her 2 young twins, and her older girls, Braylee and Olivia. Braylee, the 9-year-old, died instantly. The loss of the oldest daughter was the first blow in what would be a devastating chain of events. She then shot the twins. Traniel, after committing the unimaginable, called 911. Before she could speak further, she hung up the phone. Moments later, she shot herself, ending her own life in an instant, leaving behind the bodies of her daughters. When emergency responders arrived, it was already too late for 3 of the girls, who were all found dead at the scene. But there was still hope for Olivia, the 7-year-old. She had been gravely injured, but still clung to life. Medical personnel rushed her to Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. Unfortunately, despite the efforts to save her, Olivia succumbed to her injuries days later, marking the tragic end to a family destroyed by mental illness and violence. What drove Traniel Harshman to take such an unthinkable step? What led to this horrific incident? There are no easy answers, and the pain left behind is indescribable. But what we can remember are the lives lost. The funeral of Braylee and Olivia is scheduled for March 1st at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Pleasant Grove, Utah. It will be conducted by the Nelson Family Mortuary. The visitation will take place in the morning and Mass in the afternoon. They will afterwards be buried at the Pleasant Grove Cemetery. The same process was done for the funerals of their mother, Traniel, and her 2 other kids, at the same places, by the same mortuary, but on a different day, February 22nd. This has been Strawberry Ink. Thank you for listening to their story. Please share this episode to your loved ones. Hug your kids very tightly and the rest of your family. Till next time, stay safe and have a good rest of your day.